oldest Rebecca is.
Wow.
Damn, that's
Grandpa
old.
Frank gave it to
62?
her.
47.
Holy crap, girl.
I know.
Hey, someone just turned 47 around here.
That's no book.
Oh, they're good.
Someone just did. I won't mention any names.
Okay,
They're good.
Can't be Thank you.
ready? Everybody said how old this book was. This poem, it's a poem, not a story. And it was done by Clement C. Moore. And he wrote the story because his little
What
daughter,
have we evolved to?
his little daughter was very, very sick. And she couldn't come out of it. And no matter what they did, they tried. And as the story goes, he was a minister, a preacher, and he wrote down this poem because Christmas Eve was so special to her that he thought maybe if she heard something about Christmas Eve, it might make a difference. So during the day, he started writing this, and it came to him very quickly, and when he started reading it to her, she started to respond a little bit, and she was fighting back. And as the poem went through, she was getting more alert, and she did come out of it. As sick as she was, she became better. And of course, it's called by many things. It's actually, the real name is An Account of a Visit from St. Nicholas. But it's been adjusted a few times to The Night Before Christmas and 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. And that's true. I haven't seen mice in the garage at Christmas Eve ever. Christmas Day they're running around
I see
eating the
Kitty's
fruitcake.
tail.
We last year, a couple of years
We
ago,
got
or the last
possums
year, we
down
had a
there.
possum eating grandma's fruitcake, getting drunk. That was something, having a drunk possum and having these things are falling down and noises everywhere.
And he ate the
And he
English
named him-
cake.
Pokey Possum. It was either going to be Polly or Pokey. We weren't sure whether it was a boy or a
Oh,
girl.
hi.
That's Bob.
The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. Now he's got lots of names. He's called St. Nicholas. He's called Santa. He's called Santa Claus. He's called Sinterklaas. He's called Papa Noel. He's called Father Christmas. He's called
Pierre Noel.
Grandfather Frost. He's got so many names. And even in parts of China, he's the fat man with the beard that brings presents. But I couldn't pronounce it for anything. And there's a lot of other places too. I forget what he's called in Albanian, but I have it written down someplace. That's it.
Say it one more time and they'll
I had it written, yeah, nice and loud. I have it written down. Pronouncing no.
Like English, you want me to translate it?
Well, do it in Albanian.
Baba Jushi VT3,
Okay, now translate.
Father Christmas.
Okay.
All right.
The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. Now, sugar plums is an old word. It's not plums that are covered with sugar.
Yeah.
It's all kinds of happy, good things, sweet things. In the old days, there wasn't a lot of things like the toys. So many of the things were extremely simple, including something like a special piece of fruit that wasn't available, and special candies, even something like a candy cane.
Nowadays, sugar
yeah.
plums are probably made sugar-free and gluten-free.
More than likely, yeah.
Allergy-free.
And
Nothing in them but water free.
okay, you've got to remember, if you don't have a chimney or a fireplace, and ours aren't up just yet because we had a fire and we can't have the stockings burning by the fire because Grandma would holler. But you've got to put them, if you don't have that, you've got to put them in a safe place where in case something is breakable, it won't fall and break. So you have to put them with care. Okay? Always remember that. We did did the sugar plums.
So Bob and Bobby have reservations in 10 minutes for Ted's Montana Grill.
Good one.
Can you hurry up?
Have them
Can we get this going a little quick?
tell them that
They're gonna have to
tell
eat
them
it
Santa
anyway.
Claus said he could have a free meal.
Wait, here.
Hi, Bob. Merry Christmas. Hey, do me a favor. Tell Ted that I said you should have a free meal on Santa Claus.
You got the iPhone 7?
Okay. And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled down for a long winter's nap. Now, why did they wear a kerchief and a cap?
To get away the
Don't say
bugs.
nice.
No, not quite. It might have helped.
Keep away the bugs, she said.
It was cold. They only had a fireplace, and the fireplace was in the central area where the bedrooms might be colder, though the doors would be open. So they were so
like in
cold.
Heidi's house.
Yeah.
I have to keep the door open.
And Jessica's.
No, that's Jeremy. He doesn't
And-
turn up the heat.
They could be covered with
Okay.
blankets and
So
long
keep warm.
pajamas, but what's not covered? Oh, this is my Academy
Oh, my
Award
Lord.
winning
You got slower and
performance,
slower
not
each
yours,
year.
lady. Don't push me. That's why they wore caps, because the top of their heads would get cold. See the caps?
I'm your elf.
You're my elf. You look like an elf.
Unicorn elf.
I like this.
You're lucky you don't live with us because Papa used to make Shaylin go with him to the stores in an elf costume.
Oh shit!
It's not funny. Let's not relive the memories.
But I'll tell you, everybody loved it. She had her picture taken many, many
You
times.
dressed up as
No, I only wore my red
Shaylin.
baseball cap and my red jacket. and
Yeah.
shirt.
Do I really?
and you dressed her up
as
like
an
an
elf.
elf and
Yeah.
took her to
Put this
the
on.
No,
it's
she
been
had
there.
an elf hat.
You forgot to take it off.
And she was little, and she didn't know, she thought it was fun at that time. Then as she got a little older, she says, Poppy, I don't want to do this anymore.
Look at the
I says,
eyeball.
why not?
Only last year.
Yeah.
Sheila,
You know,
No.
somebody colored
Somebody
this in. We think it was Auntie Becky when she was just
I did
little.
not.
I say it was
When
I don't-
out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and fell on my ass. I throw up the sash.
Oh my
There's another version.
You think?
The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave a luster of midday to objects below. Now, when we had the snow up here, it was a full moon, and it would have been bright at night, except it stayed cloudy every single night. That's true. But maybe we'll have snow. Oh, you're spoiling the picture, lady. I'm gonna have to do the whole thing again.
No.
When what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. You didn't need Rudolph because it was a clear night. With a
Nice sound
little
effects.
old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be.
Saint Nick.
All right, you remember this, huh?
Are we supposed to do that
Do you
part
see what
together?
Auntie Becky must have done?
I did not.
Either that or it was one of the other little
I
elves
was
that
the
used to run
one.
around this place.
I was the one, remember it was kept behind that little bookcase by
Yeah.
the TV, and I was the one who was telling them all to put the books back. I don't know about Jessica, but those were the special books and they couldn't be taken out,
That's
so
it.
it wasn't me.
More rapid than eagles, his coursers they
I don't
came.
remember who it was.
And he whistled and shouted and called them by name.
Now Dasher.
Turn the page.
You were doing it, now you got me mixed.
Now
Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen. On Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen.
Donder.
Ah,
Yep.
thank you for reminding me.
Oh my
The original name of Donner in German was Donder,
Thunder.
which means thunder, and Blitzen was Blixum, which
Lightning.
means
Lightning.
Lightning.
lightning. You remember this story,
Getting
huh?
too
No,
good.
I know the next question you're gonna
Wait.
ask.
And
We got this all
To
down
the
there.
top of the porch.
wait, no, This goes a little bit slower, kid. What are you in a hurry for something special? Go away. Anyway, Vixen.
Santa's coming.
I told you earlier, Vixen was the only girl reindeer. Do you know why Santa Claus has only one girl and 7 boys?
Because she's the only one
So
who
they
knows
can
where she's
ask
going
directions.
directions.
That's right. She's the best for directions.
Doesn't make any sense to me.
No, never ask for directions.
You need to read this.
Look at your
Ella.
spoiling my
These two
performance,
bad
kid.
paragraphs.
To
Stop
the
spoiling
top of the
directions.
porch. To the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the housetop, the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys and
St. Nicholas too.
good one. Thank you. Actually, you're
You were
helpful
all
anyway.
twirling your thing,
Fingers
man.
don't
You
wanna
were
work
in a
here.
totally different world, man.
And then in a twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. You know this story?
Me.
We'll have to get you a book of it. Something you can
Well,
book.
let's finish it so
Ella.
she can know.
As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound.
Oh, he fell on his butt.
It's a little bit early, but otherwise sometimes, especially in the middle of the night, I hear the prancing and pawing. Do you know why they prance and paw?
Why?
Now one of them's named Prancer. We don't count that. He prances higher, I think.
They're
But
still,
they like to move their feet.
But he has equal rights, though.
They like to move their feet. See? And so they're making a little bit of noise because they don't just pop down. Because that keeps your feet, especially when it's snowing, keeps their feet warm.
Gotta be careful.
He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot. Well, this is the best fur I could do here. Oh, I got fur here.
And you got fur here.
Okay. And his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. Now, that's why you should go and clean out the chimney. You'll get all filled with ashes and soot, but at least Santa Claus doesn't.
Your face.
Nice elf face, Ella.
A bundle of toys he had flung on his back. And he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. Ready?
Yes.
Ready? His eyes, how they twinkled. See twinkling eyes? His dimples, how merry. I got merry dimples. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. Well, when we were downstairs with the garage there, I think a few people got a little bit kind of rosy in there.
I think that was the
His
wine.
droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow. And the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. Now, this is something not everybody knows. Santa's beard gets white when it's snowing out. The snow makes the beard white. However, the cold makes it grow. That's why he always sleeps with his beard outside of the covers. Covers are on top. He never
Covers their
goes on
beard
top.
when they
It's
sleep.
true.
They're
It was
too
in-
warm.
It was
Yeah.
in Miracle on 34th
That's
Street.
it.
So it's got to be true.
Has to be.
What makes it stick to the gutter?
Yeah.
I should have my, what?
What makes your beard stick to the gutter?
We're not going to be discussing this because people will get the wrong impression.
Is that gonna happen in the chimneys too?
And don't go down chimneys. I cleaned my gutter. And who knew that I was going to get a wet beard from the cold outside, and it was going to stick to the gutter, and there's nobody around, and they weren't home because I did it so they weren't home because she'd say, "You're not going up on that ladder." So I went up without her knowing about it.
And then
Then
you
I
got
says,
stuck.
now I'm up at the top of the ladder. I'm stuck to the gutter. What am I gonna do? I can't get loose. I got the leaf blower up there. I got the rake to get the leaves out, and I don't know where to turn
Should have
and
just
what
pulled
to do.
it off.
Well, homie ain't gonna pull my beard off. Okay,
That would hurt.
so what I did was, I stopped and I thought a moment. I said,